Be me, Carl Martinez, 28 years old, work as a software developer at Dataflow Systems. Not exactly Chad material, but decent looking, make good money. Always been the quiet type, preferred coding to partying. Meet Michelle Richardson at a coffee shop near downtown. She's this gorgeous brunette, works as a marketing coordinator at some startup called Bright Vision Media. Way out of my league, but somehow we start talking. She's into indie movies and craft beer. Seems genuinely interested in my work. We hit it off immediately, start dating within a week. Fast forward 6 months. Things are going amazing. Best relationship I've ever had. She's smart, funny, seems to really care about me. Always talking about our future together, wanting to meet my parents. I'm thinking this could be the one, you know? She stays over most nights. We're practically living together. Sex life is great. She's always initiating. Everything feels perfect, like finally found someone who gets me. One day she comes over looking weird. Nervous, fidgeting with her hands, won't make eye contact. Carl, we need to talk. Oh no, here it comes. She's gonna dump me. Prepare myself for the worst. She sits down next to me on the couch. I'm pregnant. Wait, what? My brain literally stops working for a moment. Pregnant? We've been careful, mostly. But hey, accidents happen, right? She starts crying, saying she's scared. I hold her, tell her everything will be okay. We'll figure this out together. She looks up at me with these big tears in her eyes. You really mean that? Of course I mean it. I love this woman. Start talking about marriage, making plans. She seems relieved, but still nervous. Figure it's just the situation, pregnancy hormones and all. 2 weeks later, I propose. Nothing fancy, just a simple ring and heartfelt speech in her apartment. She says yes, but there's something off about her reaction. Like, she's happy, but also guilty? Chalk it up to pregnancy stress. We decide on a small ceremony, just immediate family. Set the date for 2 months away. Want to get married before she starts showing too much. Wedding day arrives, small venue, maybe 30 people total. Michelle looks beautiful, but nervous as hell. Keep catching her looking around like she's expecting someone. During vows, she's shaking, barely gets the words out. My mom pulls me aside later. She seems lovely, dear, but are you sure about this timing? Tell her we love each other, that's what matters. If you say so, sweetheart. Honeymoon is weird. Go to this nice cabin in the mountains for a long weekend. She's distant, spends a lot of time on her phone. When I ask who she's texting, she says work stuff. On our honeymoon? Really? She apologizes, puts the phone away, but the damage is done. Something feels off. Still have decent time, but not the romantic getaway I imagined. First few months of marriage are okay. She quits her job at Bright Vision, says pregnancy is making her too tired. I'm working extra hours to cover expenses. She spends most days at home, says she's nesting. Doctor appointments are always when I'm at work. Ask if I can come to one. She says it's not necessary. Just routine stuff. Don't waste your time. Seems reasonable, I guess. Around month 6 of pregnancy, notice she's getting calls. Always steps outside or goes to another room. One time I pick up her phone by accident. Unknown number calling. She snatches it away real quick. Spam calls, you know how it is. Starting to feel paranoid, but try to ignore it. Pregnancy is stressful enough without me being suspicious. She starts going out more. Prenatal yoga class. Shopping for baby stuff with my sister. Doctor said I need more fresh air. Always comes back with some story, but no evidence. No yoga mat, no shopping bags, no glow from fresh air. Beginning to feel like I'm living with a stranger. This isn't the Michelle I fell in love with. One evening I come home early from work. Want to surprise her with takeout from her favorite Thai place. Her car isn't in the driveway. Text her asking where she is. At the grocery store, be home soon. 2 hours later she shows up. No groceries. They didn't have what I needed. This is getting ridiculous. 7 months pregnant now. She's huge, beautiful in that glowing pregnant way. But emotionally she's checked out. We barely talk anymore except about baby logistics. Nursery is set up, names picked out, Emma if girl, James if boy. Should be the happiest time of our lives. Instead feels like we're roommates planning a project. Start having doubts about everything. Is this what marriage is supposed to feel like? Late one night, she's in the shower. Her phone buzzes on the nightstand. Text message pops up. Can't wait to meet our daughter. Love you both. Heart stops. Our daughter? Read it again to make sure. Unknown number, but definitely says our daughter. Phone locks before I can see more. Sit there staring at the ceiling until she comes out. Act normal, but inside I'm dying. Who the hell is texting my wife about our daughter? Can't sleep for the rest of the night. Keep replaying that text message in my head. Can't wait to meet our daughter. Love you both. Michelle sleeps peacefully beside me like nothing happened. How can someone look so innocent while hiding this? Morning comes, she's making pancakes from scratch. Never makes breakfast, usually just grabs coffee and runs. Acting extra sweet, keeps touching my shoulder. Classic guilty wife behavior. She announces another prenatal appointment around 10:30. Doctor wants to check baby's position, blah blah blah. Gives me this long goodbye kiss. The moment her car leaves the driveway, I grab my keys. Wait 5 minutes, then follow her. She doesn't go to Dr. Patterson's office. Takes highway towards suburbs instead. My hands are shaking on the steering wheel. Parks outside yellow house with blue front door. Sits in car for 10 minutes checking her appearance. Gets out. Walks to door with familiar confidence. This isn't her first time here. Door opens before she can knock. Tall guy with dark hair, broad shoulders, navy polo. Handsome in that effortless way. Probably played college sports. Complete opposite of my programmer build. They hug on the doorstep. Not a friendly hug, an intimate one. His hands on her face, she melts into him. With me, she's always slightly tense. With this guy, she's completely relaxed, natural. He puts both hands on her pregnant belly. The look on his face, pure joy and ownership. This is definitely the father. They go inside together. I sit in my car, 3 houses down, like some stalker. 2 hours pass, each minute feeling like torture. Finally, they come out. She's glowing in a way I've never seen. He walks her to the car, hand on her back. Their goodbye lasts 5 minutes of hushed conversation. He keeps touching her belly. She keeps nodding. Probably discussing names, future plans without me. Drive home in complete shock. Michelle returns an hour later, humming. Claims appointment went well. Baby in perfect position. When I ask if anything else happened, she pauses. Says she stopped for coffee. Needed to clear her head. The lie rolls off her tongue so smoothly. She's become a master of deception. That night I become a detective in my own marriage. Wait until she's asleep, carefully take her phone. Heart pounding like I'm defusing a bomb. Scroll through messages with that unknown number. Dozens going back months, some sent while lying next to me. Missing you so much, can't wait to be a real family. Felt baby kick during ultrasound, wish you were there. Carl is working late again, wonder if he actually cares. Reading about myself through her eyes is devastating. She describes me as kind but distant, reliable but passionless. Like I'm furniture rather than her husband. His responses are worse, full of romantic declarations. Soon we'll be together properly, just need to handle Carl. You deserve better than settling for someone you don't love. Our daughter will be beautiful, like her mother. Every message confirms my worst fears. Scroll back to find when they reconnected. It turns out they never really broke up, just took a break. She met me during this break, probably as rebound. When pregnancy happened, she panicked and chose stability. Me, the reliable developer with steady income, perfect father material, just not the actual father. Find ultrasound photos I've never seen, pictures of baby clothes different from what we picked. They're planning parallel life while I pay bills. Next day research Marcus Thompson during lunch break. LinkedIn shows senior account manager at Bright Vision Media. Same company Michelle worked at before quitting. Handsome professional photo confirms blue door guy. No obvious social media, keeps personal life private. Smart considering he's stealing another man's wife. Address matches the yellow house, bought it 2 years ago. No marriage records, single and available for my pregnant wife. Drive by his house again next day. Well-maintained, expensive car. Signs of money. Mailbox says Marcus James Thompson, single addressee. No other women or kids. Michelle would be his first family. Makes this even more special to him. While I'm just obstacle between them and happiness. Check our phone bill online when she's napping. Same number, dozens of calls over months. Some lasting over an hour during my work time. All the evidence laid out in black and white. Week later, she has another appointment. Don't follow this time. I know where she's going. Call in sick to work instead. Drive to Bright Vision Media during lunch. Tell receptionist I'm delivering something. Ask if Marcus Thompson is in today. Oh, Marcus took personal day. Of course he did. Same day as Michelle's appointment. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. Just don't think I'm smart enough to figure it out. 2 more weeks of this charade. She goes to appointments twice a week now. Always comes back glowing and relaxed. Starts talking about baby preparations constantly. Nursery decorations, feeding schedules, daycare options, acting like devoted mother planning our future, while secretly planning different future with other man. The audacity is almost impressive. Finally decide to confront her. Can't take the lies anymore. Feel like I'm losing my mind. She's folding baby clothes in the nursery. Pink onesies and tiny socks everywhere. Looks so domestic and innocent. Michelle, we need to talk. What's wrong, Carl? You look upset. Who is Marcus Thompson? She drops the onesie she was holding. Face goes completely white. How do you know that name? Tell her I've known for weeks. About the texts, the house visits, the fake appointments. She starts crying immediately. It's not what you think. Really? Because I think you're having an affair with coworker. It's not a affair, Carl. She sits down heavily, takes shaky breath. Marcus and I were together before I met you. We broke up right before coffee shop. Had goodbye night before official breakup. Thought baby was yours, but doctor confirmed timeline. Found out last month it's his. Last month. She's known for a month and said nothing. Let me keep planning future, picking names, buying cribs. I was going to tell you. When? After birth. I was scared of losing you. By lying? Great strategy. He wants to be involved in raising baby. And what about me? I hoped we could all figure something out. Some kind of weird family arrangement, apparently. Pack bag while she sobs on couch. Where are you going? Hotel until I figure out my life. What about the baby? What about her? She's not mine, remember? Drive to cheap motel downtown. Sit on scratchy bedspread staring at wall. Everything I thought I knew is gone. Marriage, future, daughter, all built on lies. Feel like biggest fool who ever lived. Spend 3 days in that roach motel processing everything. Can't eat, can't sleep, just replay entire relationship. Every moment now feels tainted with deception. Was anything real, or was I just convenient backup plan? Michelle calls and texts constantly. Please come home, we can work this out. I love you, Carl, don't throw away our marriage. Our marriage, like she still thinks there's something to save. 4th day, call lawyer my buddy from work recommended. Patricia Chen specializes in divorce and family law. Expensive but supposedly ruthless when needed. Schedule appointment for next morning. Her office is downtown, glass and steel building. Feels like preparing for war. Which I guess I am. Patricia is mid-40s, sharp suit, no-nonsense attitude. Listen to my whole story without interrupting. Takes notes on legal pad, asks pointed questions. Do you have proof of the affair? Show her screenshots of text messages. Do you have financial records showing her deception? What assets are in both names? House, car, joint savings account, wedding gifts. This is going to get ugly. Good news is adultery matters in our state for property division. Bad news is proving paternity might complicate things. If baby isn't yours, you have no parental obligations. But if your name goes on birth certificate, different story. Baby is due in 6 weeks. Need to move fast before birth complicates everything. File divorce papers immediately. Michelle finds out about lawyer when papers get served. Shows up at my motel room crying hysterically. How could you do this to me? How could I do this? Are you serious right now? We can work through this, couples therapy, whatever you want. Therapy won't change DNA results. The baby could still be yours. Michelle, you literally told me doctor confirmed timeline. She tries different approach, gets manipulative. I made mistake, but I chose you. If I wanted Marcus, I would have stayed with him. But I married you because you're better man. Better man or better paycheck? She can't answer that. Where is Marcus in all this? What do you mean? Does he know you're here begging me to stay? Turns out Marcus doesn't know about reconciliation attempts. She's been telling him I'm being difficult about custody. Playing both sides, trying to keep everyone happy. So you're lying to him too now? It's complicated, Carl. No, it's really not. You got pregnant by another man and lied about it. Pretty straightforward situation. She leaves crying, threatens to contest divorce. Next day, my lawyer calls. Her attorney contacted us. She wants spousal support and half of everything. Claims marriage breakdown is your fault for abandoning pregnant wife. The audacity is unbelievable. Can she get that? Doubtful given the adultery evidence, but expect fight. Meanwhile, word spreads at work. Apparently, Michelle called my boss explaining situation. Her version: husband abandoned pregnant wife over minor disagreement. My coworkers looking at me differently now. Some supportive, others think I'm monster. How could you leave pregnant woman? She cheated on me. Baby isn't mine. But still, she needs support right now. Can't win with some people. 2 weeks later, Michelle's sister, Sarah, calls. We always got along. She seemed reasonable. Carl, I know situation is complicated, but Michelle is falling apart, barely eating. Doctor says stress could harm baby. And you want me to do what exactly? Just consider taking her back. Sarah, the baby isn't mine. But it could be. Even her family in denial about reality. Patricia files motion for temporary separation of assets. Freeze joint accounts until everything's sorted out. Michelle immediately hires more expensive lawyer. Some hotshot downtown firm with reputation. Clearly Marcus helping with legal fees. This confirms they're still together despite her denials. War officially declared. Discovery phase begins, both sides gathering evidence. My team pulls phone records, financial statements, social media. Her team probably doing same thing. Get subpoena for Bright Vision Media employment records. Want to prove workplace affair timeline. Company cooperates reluctantly, bad publicity for them. Michelle's lawyer plays dirty, files restraining order, claims I've been harassing and threatening her. Complete fabrication, but forces court hearing. Have to defend myself against domestic violence allegations. Your Honor, my client fears for her safety. Mr. Martinez has been following her to medical appointments, making threatening phone calls and text messages. Patricia destroys their case with phone records. Shows Michelle called me 50 times, not other way around. Judge dismisses restraining order, but warns both sides. This divorce is contentious enough without false accusations. Next person who wastes court time with frivolous motions will face sanctions. Small victory, but expensive lesson. Legal fees already approaching $5,000. Michelle tries one more personal appeal. Shows up at data flow systems during lunch. Security lets her up because she's pregnant. Causes scene in break room. Please, Carl, just talk to me like civilized people. I'm 8 months pregnant with what might be your child. And you won't even discuss custody arrangements. My coworkers watching like reality TV show. The baby isn't mine, Michelle. You don't know that for certain. DNA test will prove it after birth. What if you're wrong? Then we'll deal with it, but I'm not wrong. You said yourself doctor confirmed Marcus is father. She starts crying again, playing victim card. I made mistakes, but I love you. Not enough to be honest with me. HR director escorts her out, warns about workplace disruption. My reputation at company completely destroyed. Colleagues either think I'm heartless or stupid. No winning this situation in court of public opinion. Focus on legal case. That's what matters now. Everything else is just noise and manipulation. Baby shower invitation arrives in mail. Michelle's friends throwing party next weekend. My name's still on invitation like nothing happened. Celebrating baby girl Martinez. The nerve of using my last name. Since we're still legally married, technically correct, but feels like final insult. Don't attend, obviously, but hear about it through Sarah. Beautiful shower. Everyone asking where you were. Michelle told them you're working through some issues, but planning to be present for birth, still lying to friends and family, making me look like deadbeat dad when I'm trying to escape fraud marriage. 2 days later, Marcus contacts me directly. Text message from his number. We need to talk, man to man. Meet me at Brewhouse downtown, 7 p.m. tonight. The audacity of this guy, but also curious what he has to say. Patricia advises against meeting. Could be trap, might record conversation. Go anyway, can't resist confrontation. Marcus already there when I arrive. Sitting in corner booth, 2 beers on table. Still handsome, still confident. Everything I'm not. Thanks for coming, Carl. Wasn't sure you would. What do you want, Marcus? To clear the air between us. Air seems pretty clear to me already. You knocked up my wife. He actually looks uncomfortable for first time. Look, I know how this appears, but Michelle and I have history. We were together 2 years before you met her. So that makes it okay? I'm not saying it's okay. Just explaining the situation. You want explanation? Here's one. You're both liars who destroyed my life. Michelle loves you, Carl. She chose you over me, remember? She chose my bank account over you. That's not fair. Fair? You want to talk about fair? I'm paying for prenatal care for your baby. I'm getting divorced because of your relationship. And you're lecturing me about fairness? Marcus tries different approach. What if we shared custody? Excuse me? The 3 of us, co-parenting arrangement. You've got to be kidding. Lots of modern families have unconventional structures. I'm not interested in unconventional anything. I want out of this mess completely. But what if baby is actually yours? Then I'll deal with it when DNA test proves it. But I'm not betting my future on what ifs. Michelle made her choice when she lied to me. You made yours when you pursued married woman. Now, live with consequences. He tries to interrupt. I keep going. Don't contact me again. Don't show up at my work. Stay away from my lawyer. Handle your mess without involving me. Walk out of bar feeling slightly better. At least made position clear to everyone. No reconciliation, no co-parenting, no compromise. Want clean break from entire situation. Patricia files motion to expedite divorce, given impending birth and paternity questions. Court should resolve marriage status quickly. Before child support issues arise, judge schedules hearing for next week. Day before Michelle's due date according to doctor. Cutting it close but necessary. If baby comes first, and my name goes on certificate, legal complications multiply exponentially. Everything depends on timing now. Race against biology and bureaucracy. Michelle's lawyer objects to expedited timeline. Pregnant woman shouldn't face divorce stress. Medical professionals recommend waiting until after birth. My client's health takes priority over husband's convenience. Patricia counters with adultery evidence. Petitioner has right to dissolve fraudulent marriage before being legally obligated to support another man's child. Night before hearing, can't sleep again. Tomorrow changes everything one way or another. Either walk away clean or get trapped forever. Think about alternate timeline where Michelle was honest. Maybe we could have worked something out. But lies poisoned everything beyond repair. Trust once broken can never be fully restored, especially not this level of deception. Get to courthouse early, nervous as hell. Michelle waddles in with legal team and family support. Looks ready to give birth any moment. Her mother glares at me like I'm Satan himself. How can you do this to pregnant daughter? Even now they think I'm the villain. Amazing how she's managed narrative control. Judge calls case, both sides present arguments. Patricia lays out timeline of deception clearly. Phone records, witness statements, medical evidence. Marriage was fraud from beginning, Your Honor. Respondent married petitioner under false pretenses. Claimed pregnancy was his child when she knew otherwise. Continued affair throughout entire marriage. Michelle's lawyer tries sympathy angle. Pregnant woman made mistakes but genuinely loves husband. Asking court to preserve family unit for child's welfare. Divorce would leave mother and infant without support. Petitioner abandoning wife in most vulnerable time. Classic manipulation, but effective with some judges. This one seems more interested in facts. Does petitioner seek any ongoing relationship with child? No, Your Honor. Petitioner requests paternity test. And if test proves he is biological father, then petitioner will fulfill legal obligations. But evidence strongly suggests otherwise. Court will order DNA test after birth regardless. Marriage dissolution can proceed independently. Judge grants divorce, effective immediately. Asset division follows standard adultery guidelines. Michelle gets nothing beyond personal belongings. I keep house, savings, everything in my name. She breaks down sobbing in courtroom. This isn't over, Carl. Yes, it is, Michelle. Completely over. Walk out legally free for first time in months. 3 days later, get call from hospital. Michelle went into labor. Baby girl born, healthy. 6 pounds 8 ounces, Emma Rose Thompson. Notice the last name change, not Martinez anymore. DNA test ordered by court, results in 1 week. Already know what they'll show, but need official confirmation. Results come back exactly as expected. Marcus Thompson, 99.9% probability of paternity. No legal connection to child whatsoever. Send copy to Patricia just to close file completely. Michelle's lawyer stops calling after that. Case officially closed, chapter of life over. 6 months later, run into Sarah at grocery store. How's Michelle doing? Good, actually. She and Marcus got married. Living in his house, baby is beautiful. She asks about you sometimes. Tell her I'm doing fine. And I actually am, for the first time in years. Sold our old house, moved across town, started dating again, met someone honest this time. Jenny from accounting at work. No drama or secrets. Simple relationship built on actual trust. Everything Michelle and I never had. Sometimes wonder if I dodged bullet or got hit by train. Probably both. Year later, see wedding announcement in newspaper. Michelle Richardson marries Marcus Thompson. She's wearing white dress, holding their daughter. Look happy together, like they should have been from start. Feel nothing looking at photo, no anger or sadness. Just relief that none of it is my problem anymore. Learn something valuable from whole experience. Trust, but verify. Especially when something feels off. Red flags exist for reason, don't ignore them. And sometimes walking away is only smart option, even when everyone thinks you're the bad guy. My life now versus what it would have been. Made right choice despite the cost. Still work at Data Flow Systems, got promoted last month. Colleagues respect me again after truth came out. Some even apologized for judging too quickly. Can't believe she put you through all that. How did you not lose your mind? Almost did, but anger kept me focused. Now just focused on future instead of past.